It starts with how you look at yourself. The reason that waxes hurt so bad is because they don't exfoliate. All that dead skin is also coming up when you're waxing. I just farted. Sorry if you heard that. Don't continuously, no. That's how you get bumps. And that's just bad. That shit would literally bleed don't do that. What is up, YouTube? My name is Alyssa, for those of you who don't know. And for those of you who do know, welcome back to my channel. So, the bath is filling up right now. I know y'all hear that. We're gonna do a girl talk. I'm excited. To some of you guys, I'm literally like the big sister y'all don't have. This has been long awaited. I literally have a mosquito bite on my cheek. There's a mosquito in my crib, and I have been trying to kill this same, I know it's only one mosquito, and that shit follows me around. I know it's taunting me. It's doing it on purpose, on God. Like, I'm literally, no, I'd be on the lookout, and anytime I see it, I'll be swinging at it, and he knows, like, he just knows. Anyway, this is long awaited, and I also was on live on my spam, and you guys were asking for more girl talks this week, which that is one of the higher requested videos, which I'm surprised I don't do them more often, but that's where I'm getting to. This should be a tradition. This should be a normal thing on the Chan. Girl talks in the tub. Yeah? I don't know. The last one I've done in the tub was the only one I've done in the tub, but it was during Vlogmas, and I really liked that video. Like, chatting it up with y'all in the tub, face mask on, just chilling. So that's what we're gonna do. Absolutely not. Why is Twin Bae talking about, y'all seen them the TikToks where the boyfriend will like buy a girlfriend like a teddy bear, but there'd be a camera in it? Why he saying he finna get me one? I'm finna be like, hey babe. Hell no, I'm finna. That's scared though. It's just my washer. It literally be sounding like it's gonna come out of the wall, even though it's not in the wall, but you know. Anyway, I posted on my spam and my TikTok asking you guys to give me some girl talk topics. So I haven't looked at the ones on Instagram. I've looked when I first posted it, but there wasn't that many. Now I know that there's gonna be a lot. I'm going to put on a bathing suit top and get in this pool. Wow. Pool. Get in this tub. I got my little bath tray. This is why I need LED lights in here, because if I had LED lights around my mirror or in here anywhere, I literally would not ever use these lights. That would be such a vibe. But maybe, who knows? The next girl talk, there might be some LED lights in here. I do have extras that I don't know what to do with, so I'm talking a lot. And I will see you guys in the tub. Oh, that's hot. Feels good though. Okay, it's time. I'm gonna go on my story. This is I'll put it on the screen, but I just love pink. Isn't that so cute? Also, let's address the elephant in the room, because I know y'all got questions. This is soda. Cheers. I'm dead. Look, let's mind the business that pay us, okay? I'm bougie and extra, and I'm gonna make this a charcuterie board. Okay, charcuterie is crazy, but I'm gonna at least take these off the pack because I just feel like it's cuter and it's easier accessibility. Yes, hella blues. Go ahead. My washer's about to sing. Okay, that's a bit much. I'll leave these in the bag. By the way, I have a face mask on. Y'all just can't see it. It's like a citrus peel-off mask. I thought it was gonna be bright orange and that would have been cute, but it's not. It's literally clear. So I'm gonna try to keep my upper half dry, but we'll see. I have to wait. It's off. Okay, we're just gonna get right into it. I'm gonna leave these anonymous, so I'm literally just gonna use the text. I'm not gonna screenshot them, but just trust, they're right here. Pros and cons of dating young. I would say the pros, you experience stuff, you learn things, you just get to experience different people, because let's be real, you either with somebody for the rest of your life or you break up at some point. Like, it's literally one or the other. So you just experience different things with different people. So when you meet your soulmate, your person, you know, you're a little experienced. I would say the cons, I can really only think of one for real. Well, there's a lot more, but the heartbreak sucks because when you're young, like, you're like, oh my god, I love this person, or I really like this person, like, I want to marry this person, and blah blah blah, and then something happens and y'all break up, and then it's literally the end of the world. That sucks because it literally feels like you're never gonna get over it. You're literally never gonna be able to move on. But I promise, babe, it's temporary. This one's a good one, and I feel like I don't hear people talk about it that often, or maybe I'm just not watching the right videos. But finding yourself and your happiness, I feel like it's talked about very surface level, very brief, like, oh, I found myself, or like, but there's never really a how anywhere. Honestly, I just recently found myself and really just became in tune with myself. And honestly, the key is literally spending time alone. Spend time with yourself. Don't distract yourself when you're alone. Don't be on your phone. Don't be like, if you smoke, you smoke, you know, but don't smoke to get away from your head or your problems. Like, don't distract yourself when you're with yourself. Just truly sit with yourself. And don't do this once. Like, it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take a lot of practice, because at first it's probably gonna be really uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be uncomfortable, because me personally, the minute that I realized, like, I'm literally alone in my apartment by myself, I have nobody to talk to right now, I'm literally alone, I just have myself, I tweaked the fuck out. Like, I literally was crying, calling my mom, like, I don't know what to, it was bad. But I feel like everybody goes through that at some point, or should. Okay, maybe not the whole, maybe not as bad as I did, but I feel like it's not talked about. Like, there are a lot of people that literally aren't even comfortable with themselves, or can't, literally are bored with themselves, or can't enjoy their own company. And I feel like everybody should be able to do that, but not a lot of people know how to do that. You know, like, there's always distractions, there's always things that you could be doing, or people that you could be hanging out with, or just anything but sitting with yourself and being truly alone. Like, being alone is not a bad thing at all. So that's how I found myself. I journaled, I kind of wrote out my thoughts, and I would reflect on what I would write and try to actually think about where my thoughts were coming from. Learning to love yourself is not an easy or fast journey. I'm still on that journey. There's certain things about myself that I'm like, but the ultimate goal is just being happy with yourself and loving yourself. That is true happiness, okay? If you can make yourself happy, you need nobody. Yeah. Not that that's, you know, I think it's good to need people, but not in a, I don't know how to explain it. Just not in a needy way. Like, I literally need your happiness so I can have happiness, like, type shit. Like, I need you to be happy so I could be happy. I was that, and it was so toxic to myself. Like, I was cheating myself by doing that. You can't always please everybody. You can't always make everybody happy. So once you let go of that, it's so much easier to just be like, I tried, or like, whatever, you know? My little pad thing is all the way by my armpit. My face is literally peeling. I just looked on Snapchat and this shit is, oh hell no. Ew. I'm about to take it off. Ah. Wow. I need to do these more often. It took all my peach fuzz off. Period. Ew. This one, there's still a little wet mask over here. Okay, anyway. Okay, what do you put in your emergency kit? I'm assuming that you guys are talking about like school, because that's when I really had an emergency kit. I don't really have one now. I have one in my car that's like essentials, but I don't really consider that an emergency kit. For school, I would literally have pads, panty liners, a pair of underwear, wipes, band-aids, Neosporin, hair tie, a Tide stick, anything that I could think of that I would be like, oh my god, I need that, and I literally don't have it. There's not a CVS around. I'm in school. You bring the CVS to you. You put the CVS in your bag, in your locker. Saving money tips, I'll let you know, because on a real note, I would say you have to have self-control. You have to have self-discipline, which I lack. I'm not gonna lie. It's literally 1 in the morning. I'm having a blast right now. Wait, what? Oh. lost my balance and I almost knocked that candle over. Anyway, you have to have self-control, because say anytime you get paid, whether it's weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever, anytime you get that money, you take a percentage of it and you put it away and you don't touch it. It's that simple, but it's not that simple, you know? It's a self-control thing, really. But like I said, I'll let you know. How do you build a I don't give a fuck mentality? It's definitely, I don't give a fuck gives very masculine energy, and that's fine. Everybody has feminine and masculine energy, but I think it's more of a letting go thing. Once I learned how to let go, which is, to put it simply, like not being attached to anything, anyone, any outcome, anything, because attachment is the root of all suffering. Bear with me, okay? So the minute I learned that, and the minute I let go of literally everything, like everything is just what it is. Everything is gonna be what it is. There's nothing I can do, for the most part, depending on the situation, there's nothing I can do to change or, you know, fix certain shit. So I had to learn the hard way, I'm not gonna lie. But the minute I was like, this don't even matter, you just learn to let go and let everything be what it is. It's so much easier said than done, but that's just kind of how I can simply put it. I religiously at one point was watching Aaron Dowdy's videos, and he does a lot of videos about letting go, specifically about like relationship type things, but the principle is there. And if you're struggling with like literally anything that has to do with a guy, I promise he's gonna have a video on it. And it's not just, oh, how to get a guy to like you back. Like, it's not like no middle school shit. It's literally an energy thing. It's a bigger thing, and that's how I learned so much, because the way he explains shit is so easy and he's so relatable. It's crazy. Like, we are really similar. I love me some Aaron Dowdy. I watch almost all his videos and he's very helpful. So the letting go technique, like, I would definitely look into that if you know, want to learn more about that. He's a very good person, as well as Quasi and Muji, but I haven't really watched anything of him specifically talking about letting go. But those are just my, you know, spiritual people that I like watching. I'm getting hot. How do you make long distance work? Babe, it's a two-way thing. Like, y'all both have to want it. Y'all both have to put in effort. It's honestly, it gets better. Like, you kind of get used to it, and linking after not seeing each other for a long time, it makes it that much more special, because it's like, oh my god, I haven't seen you in so long. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. That shit is true. Any boyfriend that I've had in the same city, I'm like so tired of you. Like, I just need a minute. But in a long distance relationship, I literally never have that problem, because I get to go home and be by myself and enjoy my me time, but also go see my boo every once in a while. Like, you know, it definitely gets better depending on, you know, how flexible your schedule is and how often you're able to see your significant other. Depends on the level of easiness, I suppose. But if you have a schedule where you can see him or her like regularly, at least once a month, that's pretty good. You got it good, because there are some people that literally don't see their partners for months, and I would be sick, me personally. That's just me though. But yeah, just check in with each other, FaceTime. I mean, me and Twin Bae, we be texting all day. We be texting all day. Now, when we're in the same city, I don't like to text him as often, because I want to be able to come together later that day and talk about our day and like have things to talk about. But when we're away from each other, we keep each other updated, like with literally everything. I just be like, oh, I'm doing this, what you do. It gets easier in my personal experience. How to know if someone's fake before you become friends? Okay, before is crazy. I don't know, that's very rare to spot that before y'all become friends. This is giving me a headache. Like, it's cute and all, but oh my god, it's so small. But the aesthetic, honestly, you just have to be very observant. You have to be able to pick up on things or patterns, which is difficult. I'm still fucking learning this the hard way, almost every friendship. But if there are obvious red flags and you're not the only one that peeps or something like that, it ain't nothing to cut that bitch off, okay? If they're secretly like a hater, or if they make negative comments about you or your appearance or anything, or if you're talking about something you enjoy or like, or someone, and they're like making snarky comments, that's a red flag. Any signs of just jealousy or trying to put you down, not cool. And that's very common in middle school and high school. In the real world, bitches ain't shit either. Yeah, just be able to pick up on things like that. If there's any negativity, if there's not real support, if you don't feel good around that person, or if you see yourself second guessing, like, oh, should I tell her? Like, I don't want her to. Your friend should be supportive of you and should want to uplift you and help you and just talk positively. If none of that is going on, oh my gosh, this is very specific, but this has a bigger meaning, and this kind of goes with a bigger thing as well. Okay, having a big scar on your body. So that's obviously very specific, but what I'm about to say kind of goes hand in hand with just body confidence in general and body positivity. If there's something that really stands out, like on your body, that the majority of people don't have, like a big scar or a mole on your neck, or like a gap in your teeth, something that you know you're insecure about. It's so simple, I promise. It's so simple. I literally went through this with a few different things. With my hair, I was insecure with my hair when I was younger because I was slick and whitewashed and wanted to straighten my hair. I feel like a lot of mixed girls go through that. Like, I always wanted to straighten my hair, so I was so insecure about my hair. I didn't know how to do it, so it would be poofy at school, and it just, my hair, my height, my mole on my neck, and now all of these are like the main three things, but now I embrace every single one of them because it starts with how you look at it. It starts with how you look at yourself. And the minute, I promise you, the minute you change how you look at yourself, other people are gonna pick up on that energy, and they're not gonna be like, oh, look at that, or like point it out, you know? And even if they do, be like, okay. If there's people literally pointing out your insecurities, especially if they know that it's your insecurity, or just pointing it out in general, they're insecure themselves. Like, let's just get that out there right now, okay? Now, the way you feel about yourself and about your looks is going to show. Like, it's going to. People are gonna pick up on that. For example, if you're a tall girl, hey stallion, okay? If you're a tall girl and you walk kind of like hunched down, or like it's obvious, okay, maybe not obvious, but you know, it's more obvious than if you were like strutting your shit, you know, than if you head back, shoulders back, walking, like embracing your height, you know? And that goes for anything. It really starts with you. The minute you embrace it, like, I'm different, nobody else got this, like, I'm different, I'm unique, I was built unique, God made me this way for a reason. Once you have a positive mindset on it, nobody can tell you shit. Listen, what you think is what happens. Like, what you think is what you put out into your reality. So if you're thinking like, oh my god, like for example for me, oh my god, people are looking at my mole, people are looking at my neck, like people are, what's gonna happen? What's that on your neck? Or like, it's gonna, even if they don't say anything, even if they just look my direction and they're not looking at my neck, I'm thinking, oh my god, they're looking at my neck. When you think like that, like, it's gonna happen, you know? So it all starts up here with anything, like not even just body positivity and body confidence, but just anything. It all starts up, hello? It all starts up here. How you see it is how other people will see it. If you are like visibly confident, nobody's gonna try to fuck with you or like put you down. And if they do, what does that say about them, you know? So it's obviously easier said than done, and it definitely takes practice, but just change the way you look at specific things or insecurities. They're only insecurities to you. Like, they're only problem spots to you. If you owned it, like, trying to think of something that's like the skin condition, fuck, what is it called? Vitiligo? I forgot, but put up pictures. That skin condition, like, that's beautiful, and you can tell when people really own it. Like, yes, like, I'm different, my skin is different. Like, it really all depends on how they view it. If there's somebody with that condition and they're clearly like hiding it or something like that, then you're more prone to feeling even more insecure when somebody says something or looks at you, or, you know? I'm literally sweating, y'all. Period cramps, baby. Women are just different. We are different. Because the fact that we have to deal with that shit every month too is crazy. But what I do, if my cramps are really bad, which they're normally really bad the first 2 days for me, I will literally schedule my days around my period because it's really bad. But you can literally buy like a heating pad, or shit, even make your own. Put rice in a sock tie that bitch up and microwave it. On God, that's what me and my mom used to do when we lived together. And we would just pass it around. Can I get the sock, Mom? Yeah. I don't know why we didn't just make our own. But anyway, that on top of ibuprofen and some water. Water actually really helps, which I didn't know because I barely used to drink water. But the more I drink water, the less my cramps are. So just putting that out there. There's also other things that you can do to relieve your cramps, but I honestly don't do anything besides just, I gotta eat it. We gotta eat it. The ibuprofen of course helps relieve it and the heat as well, but we just gotta eat it, you know? Ooh, that hurt a little bit. I'm weak. Whoa. Y'all, my battery's about to die. I'm so sick. I didn't even bring the extra one in here before I got in here, so let's keep it moving. Tampons or pads, it really depends on your preference. I, up until like senior year, was wearing pads, and then I switched over to tampons. Honestly, I feel like this is kind of common, but like a lot of moms would be like, oh, you're not allowed to wear tampons until after, you know, you did a do, because I don't know, that's just what a lot of moms be saying. But if you're more comfortable wearing a tampon, girl, if you don't sneak some to school. That's what I literally did in gym class. I hated wearing a pad in gym class. Like, I would literally ask people for tampons. Would I put them in right? Absolutely not. Would it end up looking like the Boston Massacre? Absolutely. But that's not the point. Before you do wear tampons, if you're only wearing pads or Diva, whatever, just learn how to use it first, because I did not, and I had to learn the hard way a few times. But I would say it's really up to you, whatever you're comfortable with, whatever your preference is. I still to this day use both. Sometimes I'll go to sleep in just pads because I don't want to get toxic shock syndrome by wearing a tampon for too long, which if you don't know about that, don't wear your tampon for over like 5 or 6 hours max. Like, don't make that the average, but you know, max 6 hours. So I don't like to go to sleep with tampons because I sleep longer than 6 hours. But you know, during the day, or if you're at the pool or doing something that you're gonna be more active and you don't want a diaper literally just in the way, tampons are the way to go for more, you know, active shit. If you play sports, you probably already wear tampons. But yeah, it really is up to you, but you can use both depending on the situation. Keeping your down there fresh, I have a secret and I'm gonna put y'all on right now if I can grab it without burning my face off. This product right here is literally heaven. Like, I can't believe I'm showing y'all this. I wanted to gatekeep it for a little bit longer, I'm not gonna lie, because it's only $4 on Amazon. You can't even get these in store. But this is by Monistat. I know it sounds gross, but listen. Feminine cleanser with boric acid. This stuff is literally heaven. Heaven. It literally, I can't even, if you have issues with like a lot of discharge or just odor, which let's face it, all of us do at a time. Not everybody and not at all times are we gonna be nice and smelly, good, fresh rainbow pony sunshine. No, but that really helps. Oh my God, I'm gonna link it down in the description. Just get it, just get it. My words can't even do it justice. Just get it, I promise. You literally, after 3 washes, you'll notice a difference. It literally takes away the smell, and it's not even like a bad thing either. It's, you would think like, is that even good? Like, no, it's Dino approved and it's very freaking good. It's also List approved. Get it, I promise. You're gonna come back to this video and be like, Alyssa, I promise, get it. It's literally the best thing that's ever happened to me, okay? That honey pot shit, no. That Dove baby scent, you know, that shit works for some people. For me, it just didn't give what it was supposed to give. That always gives what it's supposed to give. And it's $4. I think like $4.99, but like, and it's a big bottle. That's the secret. That's how. Situationship / the talking stage. Boundaries. Make boundaries. Both of y'all. Y'all need to be on the same page, because I hear so much shit about the talking stage and have different people on different pages. Oh, we're just talking. And then the girl is like, what do you mean we're just talking? It's exclusive. Like, we talking today. And then he's over here like, oh, I'm talking to 5 other people. Like, no. We're not doing that. Get on the same page. Like, oh, I'm interested in you, you interested in me, you want to talk, like we might, you know, fuck around a date. Okay, well, let's lay down the rules. Okay, rules is crazy, but let's lay down some boundaries, because I'm not comfortable talking to you exclusively if you're not gonna return the favor. I'm not comfortable. I'm a loyal bitch. Like, if I have feelings for somebody, I'm loyal. It don't matter if we're talking, dating, married, it don't matter, I'm loyal. So for me, I'm not gonna be talking to, I mean, obviously, let's act like CJ is not hubby, okay, for a second. If I'm talking to somebody and they're fucking with other people, no. Cause I ain't doing you like you doing me. You're not gonna do that. Just get on the same page. That's the biggest piece of advice I could give you for the talking stage, because that's where shit goes left, where good connections actually get fucked up and lost because y'all aren't on the same page. Okay, so a lot of you guys are saying getting over a boy. It takes time. Everything takes time, but getting over somebody, especially if there's, you know, longevity behind, history behind it, or even not, even if just a little crush, like, it sucks. It literally sucks. Allow yourself to cry. If you feel like you want to cry, like, allow yourself to cry, you know, but then pick yourself back up, you know, fix your crown. Babe, I promise you it's temporary. I promise. Every single time I was like getting over a boy, I know I literally felt like I was never gonna get over him. It's literally the end of the world. I'm never gonna find anybody like him, or even anybody at all. I'm gonna be stuck on him forever. Like, that's how it feels in the moment, and almost every time too. Like, that's how it feels. I know, trust. But it just takes time, and when you give yourself that time to grieve, it's a lot easier. You'll start to notice what the fuck is the word? You'll start to notice the progress that you're making every day. Every day it'll get a little bit more easier. One day you'll notice, oh, I didn't cry today. And then the next, like, ooh, like, I smiled more today. Like, you'll see the progress. Just trust the process and know that it takes time, and give yourself that time. Don't try to rush it like, oh, I need to get, because that's how you stay thinking about getting over him. If you're thinking too much about something, you're literally attracting it. For example, if you're trying to go to sleep and you're thinking about going to sleep, who's not going to sleep? You not. So the second you're just like, okay, like, just let go of that idea, let go of the attachment to the outcome, for example, of sleep or of being with that person. Once you kind of let go of that, it makes it a lot easier. And baby, there are plenty of fish in the sea. What one man won't do, another will, okay? And I'm just saying that like girl to girl. I don't mean that. I don't feel that, because my man will do it all. My head is literally pounding right now because of this headband. Shaving slash waxing. I personally get waxes. I personally get Brazilian waxes. If you don't know what Brazilian is, it's the front and the back, okay? I get those, and honestly, like, if you are open to that, I would highly recommend. Not only is it literally bald for weeks, but after getting them for so long, your hair literally grows back thinner, and it takes so much longer to grow back. Like, girl, I don't know if this is too much for the internet, but I don't care. I've been getting waxed for a year, and literally I literally have to go almost 2 months without getting waxed. That's a long time if you don't know the waxing. It's usually like 3 to 4 weeks. I literally could go 7 to 8 weeks without getting a wax, because I literally can't, like, the hair is not grown out enough to get a wax. So it's really good, and in the long run it's a lot better. You don't have razor bumps, you don't have itching or irritation, none of that. Yes, it's painful for the 15 minutes you're there, but you pop some ibuprofen before you go, smoke a little smoke. If you do that, you'll be fine. I promise. Like, it's really not that bad. You just have to breathe through the strips. If you tense up, first of all, they're gonna tell you to relax, and then it's gonna make you even more mad because I want to tense up. No, the first 2-3 waxes, I was sick and sweating. I still sweat every single time, but I was so sick. But the more you go, like, the more you know what to expect, and it's kind of just like routine at that point. But it doesn't ever get easy. It's never just like, oh, I just kind of wax. Like, no, that shit hurt, but it's worth it. And shit, even if you want to get numbing cream, do that. Like, just make sure you apply it correctly so it actually works, because you're gonna be pissed when you're like, yeah, I got numbing cream, and then you feel that shit. But I promise, like, ibuprofen is honestly good. Like, it's still gonna hurt, but they do it fast, and as long as they're doing it the right way and like putting pressure on it after, and like, you'll be fine. It's not supposed to hurt that bad. Also, tip, exfoliate. My wax specialist literally told me, she was like, it's not even supposed to hurt this bad. The reason that waxes hurt so bad to people is because they don't exfoliate. All that dead skin is also coming up when you're waxing, and that's why it hurts so bad. It shouldn't even be that painful. As long as you exfoliate that area at least like 3-4 times a week, you're good. As far as shaving, when I used to shave, I shaved in the tub. Like, I would be submerged underwater. Before I would go underwater, I would lather it with shaving cream, go underwater, and just shave it. That way, you're way less likely to cut yourself, and it's just easier. I don't know. That's what I personally do. The top part, I shave sideways, both ways, like this way, and then flip it, and then this way. Where's my razor? Okay, so say this is, you know, the top, I would literally put shaving cream on here and shave side to side like this. Don't continuously, no. That's how you get bumps. And that's just bad. That shit would literally bleed don't do that. But just shave like this over. Don't do the same spot over and over again. Kind of give it a second. If you do want to go over it, wait a little bit, because that also lessens your chances of getting bumps. You could also go the opposite way too. You could do both. Yeah, I just wouldn't go over the same spot too many times. The sides, like the bikini line, say I'm standing up, I would go up. Yeah, both sides just go up. The inside, the lips and all that, and that get messy, I'm not gonna lie. But as long as you just be careful, be patient, go slow, don't rush. If you got like a D appointment or something and you trying to, girl, you gonna regret it. You know you're gonna regret it. Don't shave all fast and shit. That's how you miss shit anyway. And it literally will be, it'll look like a damn strawberry because it's just red dots everywhere, blood. Yeah, just be careful. She's sensitive. Just be very nice to her. Armpits, while we're on the topic of shaving, I go downwards and upwards and sideways. Like, I go everywhere because your armpit hair grows in every direction. I personally dry shave, but that is why I literally have bumps all over my armpit. So I just farted. Sorry if you heard that. I don't recommend dry shaving. Definitely exfoliate your armpits too. Exfoliate anything you shave or remove hair from, except your head. Wait, you don't remove hair from that. Anyway, or at least from the root. Okay, shaving cream and just do. You know? You can be a little bit more rough with your armpits. I don't know. But your cooter, just be gentle. Legs, standing up, you go up. You just go up. You get around the back, like your calves. Don't forget your ankles, because for a very long time I would always forget my ankles. Your thighs. I personally don't shave my thighs because I have blonde hair and you can't really see it anyway, but it's the same thing. Just shave upwards. Do not shave downwards. Don't shave against the blade, like, unless you're literally going up. Don't shave this way and then no. You can only do that with down there, because that should grow everywhere. So that's the shaving tutorial. Tips on how to put on lashes. I be struggling. Honestly, that's why I get lash extensions. If you put glue directly on the strip, let it dry for a little bit. I use tweezers, or you could get specific like lash applicators where it literally, like, instead of just pointy tweezers, it's like curved and you can literally grab the lash like that. And just, it takes practice, honestly, but you place it right above your lash line, like right on where your hair and skin meet, like right there. Try not to get it too much in your hair though, because when you pull it out, like pull it off or whatever, that glue is gonna get stuck in your eyelashes. Try not to get it to like in your eyelashes, but you can either do that, or I've seen some girls literally put the glue right on their eyelid, like their lash line, and just glue it on like that. But honestly, you'd have to work very fast to do that, because once it dries, it's not gonna, you know. That's all I could really do right now. I wish I could like show you, but there's videos and stuff on YouTube and, you know, like TikTok even, that you could look up and they'll go step by step. But that's kind of the main thing. Just get tweezers and put tweezers on. Don't use your hands. It's gonna take 10 times longer. Okay, I think we did good for this girl talk. We've definitely been talking for a minute. I've been filming for over an hour, so my head is literally exploding. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys learned a thing or two. I hope we had a good time. I did. And this is definitely going to be a tradition here on this channel. We're gonna be in the bathtub chopping it up, talking about whatever. This bathtub, what happens in this bathtub stays in this bathtub. You feel me? Like, okay, maybe not, because this is literally going on the internet, but you know what I mean. Girly time. If you made it to the end, I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Until then, bye.